2010 is the 100th anniversary of Scouting, and there's over 50 million Scouting alumni in our nation today. That's a very large nation.
On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country in the way of Scout law. Ideals such as duty to God and country and the good turn and service to others have become a strong element in our society. What we learn today in Scouting will help us meet the challenges of the future. Throughout 2010, the Boy Scouts of America will celebrate its centennial anniversary milestone with a rallying call that will be heard across the nation as Scouts gather in their communities to pay tribute to the rich history and tradition of Scouting.
I think there's almost some eternal truths about Scouting. I think it's as relevant today as it was 100 years ago.
Those ideas that Scouting talks about, being prepared, training, thinking about others.
These are the values that the boys try to instill in each other. I think that's why it's been around as long as it has, and I think that's why it'll continue to be around.
You're watching 9 News at noon.
This morning, the Denver Boy Scouts got the chance to meet him up close and personal. Baseball Hall of Fame legend Ozzie Smith dropped by the Pepsi Center for the 34th annual sports breakfast.
As we celebrate 100 years since the beginning of Scouting, I really hope there won't have to be this special outreach, but simply we can just tell the generic and very good message about Scouting.
I would think 100 years from now the principles will not change. Fairness, leadership, thoughtfulness, service, those are timeless values that I hope never change. What happens in Scout training that is called upon from time to time is just instinctual. Tyler became aware of 2 young girls, 9 and 11, that were in obvious distress, and Tyler, without thinking about his own safety, immediately went to their rescue. The girls were trying to climb on Tyler's head, so he dropped down under the water so they would release their grip and allow him to regain some control over them. The beach lifeguards noticed Tyler and the 2 girls and hurried 100 yards down the beach with flotation devices to assist everyone. They credit Tyler with having saved their lives. Boy Scouts of America and the Denver Area Council, upon recommendation from the National Court of Honor, is proud to grant the Honor Medal to Tyler Hale. I give this to you. I'll shake your hand there, and we'll do this one more time.
Scouting is a worldwide movement.
We're making a difference in the world, and we're doing it with boys who are in 1st grade and 5th grade, and this is the best way to do it.
You become a leader by helping others, and I think that Scouting teaches those skills. It's leadership in action.
We're at Adventure Base 100.
We are celebrating 100 years.
Bienvenidos, estamos aquí in Adventure 100.
It is carrying the Scouting message to America in our 100th year of Scouting.
Got things from IMAX Go Dome. We've got a ropes course. We actually have a history traveling museum here. It's going to be just a fun, beautiful day in downtown Denver, Colorado.
Scouting rocks in Denver!
I think anytime you can be around something that's not like you, that you grow as a person and the group grows.
on my honor, I will do my best. And that's so important to recognize, because really the best for one scout may be very different than the best for another scout.
What scouting does is to give them that positive group to be a part of.
A scout is a scout is a scout. Everybody's going to have their own set of strengths and weaknesses, and you just emphasize their strengths and work on their weaknesses.
Hey Zeb, way to go Zeb. You know that's really neat to see.
The patrol method is one of the greatest things about scouting. You can be the quartermaster, you can be the scribe, you can be the patrol leader. Now that's organization and leadership and progressing. And that's what you do through your whole life.
I can specifically say that when I went into the military and went to Vietnam, my scouting played an important part, especially at basic training. I was disciplined, I understood, I knew how to follow rules, and I could think for myself. Scouting prepared me for the military. The military prepared me for the rest of my life.
We had a media blitz to the Hispanic market and showing what Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts has to offer. We recruited over 350 kids in the past 8 months and started 20 units being Cub Scout packs and Boy Scout troops.
We're not sure exactly where we're going in terms of where it will ultimately lead us, but we know that it will be global and that it will have a significant impact, we think, on the future of the world.
Our society has changed, technology's changed us a lot, but it's what's inside a person's heart that hasn't changed. And that's what we teach in scouting. We teach basics. Basic skills that are going to last you throughout your lifetime.